We welcome you in, Westside Pirate fans, to the winter sports season. Officially, we are here in Rockland for a matchup between the Bulldogs and the Westside Lady Pirates for basketball. It is time for basketball here. I am Cody Olsen, your voice of the Westside Lady Pirates. We're going to continue on covering these teams throughout the entire winter sports season. Up first is the Lady Pirates, and their first stop is going to be here in Rockland against the defending state champion Bulldogs. Here, the 1A state champion Bulldogs are looking to build off of their success from last year. We'll talk a little bit more about these teams and what this game means for both the Bulldogs and the Pirates. But first, let's go ahead and take a quick break and have a shout out to our sponsors, which make this broadcast possible. It allows me to have the gas to get out here and broadcast this game and give you the video that you need so that you can enjoy and cheer on your Lady Pirates all year round. Let's go ahead, take a quick break, and hear from our sponsors right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This game is made possible through an agreement between Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited.
As we've mentioned before, we welcome you in here to Rockland High School. The matchup between the Lady Pirates and the Rockland Bulldogs should be a really fun one tonight. We're working out working out our equipment for the first time really for this winter and for our basketball format. We have 7 minutes remaining left in the JV game between the Pirates and the Bulldogs. Currently, Westside trails 28-20. To the JV Bulldogs here, trying to get the cobwebs out and worked through as both of these teams getting their first look at basketball. This includes the JV team today. A special shout out. Unfortunately, tonight we're not going to have our normal camera crew. My wonderful wife, Melissa Olsen, is back at home, so we're going to have some help from our freshman crew of basketball players. We'll have a huge shout out to hopefully Hallie Wade and Hallie Taylor of the C team of Westside to come up and be able to run the camera for us tonight. So we'll keep it here for our pregame show today, tell you a little bit about these two teams for our scene set. We were able to meet with both of the coaches, including newly married head coach Bridget Garner and head coach of the Rockland Bulldogs, Vern Nielsen. He's going into his 28th year of coaching basketball, and I got to meet up with him and talk to him a little bit about what it meant to be coaching basketball for that long. The Rockland Bulldogs, as of the last 3 years, have got 2 state championships in girls basketball. The one 3 years ago was actually the first state championship in any sport for Rockland High School, a monumental moment for this team out here in Rockland, just south of American Falls. And you can tell we're a little ways away from maybe perhaps the big city. You come in and you have no service in town, so anything that we're getting out of here is strictly through wireless internet connection. Again, I am Cody Olsen, the voice of the West Side Pirates. We're going to talk a little bit about these two teams, what the first game of the year actually means, and talk a little bit about what we hope to see. Currently right now, the JV team down 10 points to the Bulldogs. Trying to get some offensive magic working, some good offensive rebounds for the JV team today so far from what I've seen. We're talking a lot about varsity, though, and we'll hear from our interviews and hear a little bit more about this varsity team in just a second on our North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set. We'll go ahead, take a quick break on our pregame show today, come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Since 2005, North Stars Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
We welcome you back out here to Rockland High School. It's a fantastic time to start Lady Pirate basketball, and I am here up in the booth getting ready for this game between these two teams. Let's go ahead and dip into our scene set today. Our scene set today provided by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street in Preston. You know, before we start with our scene set today, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about North Stars. You know, you walk in and you're just blown away with how magical of fun power sport toys that they have. Fantastic people, you know, great staff, and they want to get you fitted for the right vehicle for you. And you know, with winter coming around, why not stop in and see what the snowmobiles are looking like? Go play out in the snow and have a great time at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors on the north side of Preston. Rockland and West Side going at each other today. When we take a look at these two teams, West Side coming off a very strong basketball outing last year, going 15-8, getting their momentum back, trying to get some things going. They missed 3 stellar seniors this year that they've graduated in Sienna Fuller, Timberly Dean, and as well as, oh my goodness, missing it off the top of my head, but 3 seniors that have been missing this from last year's team, and now you got to fill a lot of talent for this squad. And you know what, Coach Garner really talks about how excited she is for this. The winter season has come upon us. It's already here. I mean, it's fantastic to be able to get some basketball going. And she thinks that with the talent that she has, the wonderful girls that she has, that they're going to have no problem filling in those big shoes that were left by some fantastic seniors last time. Jensen as well, I believe, was that 3rd senior that I remember, as the JV team continues to battle in this game against Rockland. They are down 32-20 here late in the 4th quarter with 4.5 minutes left. But, you know, talking a little bit more about this West Side team, a little bit of a carryover from volleyball. We're going to be seeing familiar faces in Lainey Jane Beckstead and Natalie Lemon, who we called this last fall on the volleyball court. And we're going to be seeing some new faces for the first time, talking a little bit about sports broadcasting at least. Julia Jensen, the senior, Aubrey Barzy, the junior, Tommy Henderson, Lainey Beckstead, as we mentioned before, Letty Phillips, Harley Nielsen, and also volleyball carryover, Holly Croft. So we're excited to cover these girls and what they can do out here on the floor against Rockland tonight. Now, talking a little bit about Rockland before this North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set started, we talked a little bit about their state championships as of late. And Vern Nielsen, 28 years of basketball, and 3 years ago was able to get his first state championship with this team. And we're having a stoppage of play. A little toddler has run out onto the court. And they're going to stop the play. And it was a great fast break that Westside had, but a really quick stoppage of play as she's ushered off the court. She is totally fine and totally safe. And we're going to resume play in just a second. The Rockland Bulldogs last year getting a state championship, 3 years ago getting a state championship as well. Vern Nielsen, 28th year of coaching, and he was a fantastic interview. We're going to go ahead and hear from him in a little bit. But first and foremost, we talk about the accomplishments of the Bulldogs. High school has been around for quite a while, and 3 years ago, the very first state championship in any sport in a town of, the sign says only 299 people. So congratulations to Rockland for achieving such an awesome feat in girls basketball. They only lost one game last year. And although they graduated a few seniors, Coach Nelson talks a lot about how he has a strong nucleus of people coming back, a lot of really good players that he feels can carry this team. Specifically, he mentioned Addie Wilson, the senior, and Taylor Boyer as being one that are really going to be called out a few times tonight. We'd love to shout out our sponsors, but also thank you for joining us here on mylocalradio.com and on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM for all the time and effort that you've put into supporting the Westside Pirates. We like to thank you and tell you that we'd love to give back, and thanks for joining us on our podcast, or rather our broadcast today. This has been our North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set. With 3:30 left in the ball game, we're having a few free throws by the Rockland Bulldogs in the JV game. We might have started a little bit early our broadcast today, but that's totally fine as we're getting all of our equipment up and running. This is number 5, Kaylin Pearman, who missed both free throws and rebounded by the Pirates. We're going to go ahead, take a break, come back to you for our Coaches Show, brought to you by Evergreen Financial, right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. We welcome you back here into the broadcast booth. I am Cody Olsen, the voice of the Westside Pirates, getting some more action going for, this time, lady basketball for the winter time here. We're going to go ahead and cover them all winter long, and we're trying to get the word out as well. If you know anybody who really enjoys both the coverage that we've done in the fall and wants to see it carry over into the wintertime, we're going to be doing just that. And if you have friends, family, or you're just a fan of Westside in general, go ahead and let others know that they can tune in here on mylocalradio.com to cover boys and girls basketball. We're also going to try and see what we can do for other sports throughout the entirety of the year. So go ahead, share the news, the good news, share the good news, and join us all year round coverage-wise for the Lady Pirates. We're going to go ahead and continue on with our coverage. 2 minutes left in the JV game, and this should be a good time for us to go ahead and listen and hear from head coach Vern Nelson of the Rockland Bulldogs. We're going to go ahead and hear from him and bring you back into our pregame show and hear from Coach Gardner immediately after that on our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show, only on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com. We welcome you back in, Westside Pirate fans, as well as the fans of Rockland Bulldogs. Girls basketball coming at us live here on Friday. We are getting ready for an awesome matchup between a really hot program in the Rockland Bulldogs and the Westside Pirates. I am joined here on our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show with head coach Vern Nelson. Coach, first and foremost, thank you so much for joining us on our broadcast today. Are you excited for basketball in the wintertime?
Yes, I'm excited. I'm always excited for basketball. And our kids are excited too. They came off a very, very good volleyball season, taking second place in the state. But, they had no time off. We went right from volleyball to basketball, and, they're excited to be on the floor. They really are for a different season, a new season. But, they are. We're excited for this year, for this team.
Coach, a fun, mirror image almost of each other. The Westside Pirate volleyball team also took state runners up, and there's a lot of carryover. These volleyball girls getting ready for some basketball. Coach, first and foremost, I want to go ahead and congratulate you on 28 years of coaching. You've had 2 state titles the last couple of years. What has it been like for you to be a part of these girls' success stories so recently in basketball in Rockland?
Well, as you're probably aware, and if you're not, but those 2 state titles, definitely the very first one we got was the first state title in anything our school's ever had in boys or girls. So, that one was, we were so excited over that. Definitely. And everybody was in the community, the school, whatnot. You know what I'm saying from that standpoint. This past season, we went over to state, and yes, we had a good program, on our level. We were 25-1, but when you get to state, everybody's good who's at state, basically. They all beat somebody to get there. They beat somebody good, or they went through, a tournament where, they had to win and come out. So you never know when you get to state. We felt like we had a team that could go over there and compete. We had some things that worked out for us as far as the draw. We got the first day, from the bracketing, the team we played, on through. You have to have a few breaks that way, but this team just came on gangbusters last year. Defense has been our MO for our team for the last couple of years, but this past season, the group we had just really, really bought into our defense. Our defense was, really what carried us, and I'm going to say won a state title for us. It really did.
Coach, last year's team for Rockland, 25-1, a very special season. Now we get ready for a brand new year. Can you see that momentum or some of the girls carrying over that from last year into this year? What do you foresee happening for these girls?
It carries over. We've kind of established this, within the program. As I've told them, I said, hey, our expectations and everybody's expectations of, including yourself, of going 25-1, how often does that really happen? Okay. 2, we've got, some good teams in our conference to play, but we've also got a tough non-conference starting with you guys. So, it's going to be a period of time for us to, as far as the team goes, adjust a little bit out here. Practice-wise, we're not changing a lot in our program as far as how we play or what we do. We try to refine it. We try to make it better, our defense better. We try to make our offense better. And, that's where we're at right now. We will have had 10 practices come Friday, and we're gonna go out and test ourselves against you guys, and hopefully we compete. We're not changing a lot, but we're gonna put our defense out there. We play. We're gonna run the floor. We're gonna do the things that we do, and hopefully we can. I'll be honest with you, we can come out and on top. But if not, on the other hand, you guys are a great program. And, it's going to be good for us to test ourselves against you and kind of see, hey, here's the things we need to work on right off the, cut loose, so to speak.
Coach, you kind of touched up on, West Side's coming into Rockland. Obviously, they're from two different classifications, right? The 1A, the 2A, and everything like that. For you as a coach, your philosophy, do you like playing those upper level schools early on to get ready for the regular season?
Well, I do. Good competition helps you, as you're aware, from your experience in basketball. You can play teams that are maybe lesser competition, win a game big, come away feeling good about yourself, and then you get in a situation where you end up playing somebody who's good. Especially, we get to our district tournament. We've got several teams there that, we're going to have to compete with. You go to state, as I said, the teams that got there are all good. You have to have that level of competition so you find out about yourself, and then you know exactly where you're at, the things you need to work on to improve your program, to get better, get yourself. Our whole philosophy, and it is for most coaches, we want to be much better at the end of the season than the beginning of the season. So the only way we get there is by playing good competition and finding out about ourselves and, improving, seeing where we need to improve for the season and get ourselves where we would like to be at the end of the season.
Head coach Vern Nilsson of the Rockland girls basketball program, coming off of a state title, getting ready for another great year, hopefully for the Bulldogs. Coach, thanks so much for joining us on our Coaches Show today. We really, really appreciate it.
Hey, appreciate you guys and what you're doing.
We're going to go ahead. Thanks again, Coach. We'll bring it back into the booth and get ready for the action between the Bulldogs and the Pirates right after this. That was our interview with head coach Vern Nilsson going into his 28th year of coaching for Rockland. And, big shout out to Coach Nilsson for his state championships, 2 of which come in the last 3 years, and just overall the endurance. I mean, you got to have the endurance to go 28 years. Special shout out to him. Our girls are now warming up. We have about 17 minutes approximately from tip-off time for Westside Pirate Lady Volleyball. Thanks for joining us on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM. We'll take an extended break. Come back with our interview with Coach Gardner and our keys to the game right after this. Brought to you by Naylor Insurance on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
We welcome you back in, Westside Lady Pirate basketball fans. Our first matchup of the entire year. We're coming up against Rockland on Friday. I am joined with head coach Bridget Gardner. I'm really excited to be able to meet with Coach Gardner today and talk a little bit about what this team is moving forward and getting excited for basketball. Coach, thanks so much for joining us on our pregame show today. It's awesome to be with you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Coach, we can take a look at last year coming into this year. First question from me, and maybe what a lot of people might have for the girls coming into this year. Last year, you went 15-8, and it seemed to be a growing and adapting a journey for the girls and for you. How did the girls grow and adapt last year, and how is that going to help them carry momentum into this year for basketball?
Well, as always, I hope we continue to grow every game, each day of practice. Adapting-wise, I'm hoping that varsity experience for the girls that are coming back this year, hopefully that gives them confidence moving forward. Nerves will be much more at ease. They're used to that varsity level of play, and hopefully we can just build upon that and have a lot of success this year.
Coach, you've been with these girls for quite a while, not only as a head coach, but you've also been there with them while they were freshmen. You've been a JV coach. You've been along this journey with them. How special is it for you to be a part of their high school basketball experience?
Well, that's one of the biggest reasons that made me stick it out to want to apply for the head coach position was the connections that I had with these girls. They are special to me, each one of them. And then every year new ones come in and they just, grab your heart too. So it is special to think of these seniors that I have now, that I've been with them the whole time of their high school career, and they are very special to me.
Coach, you mentioned about some of those seniors, awesome players and awesome girls in Josie Phillips, Sienna Fuller, Timberly Dean. They're gone. And now, what does that mean for your program? Do you feel like the girls are ready to step up and fill those gaps that were lost by those awesome seniors last year?
Yeah, I do. We have some returning players that have that experience now behind them, and hopefully, losing our seniors last year, we're able to fill their spots and roles. I feel like this summer we did a lot of tournaments and play of basketball, and positions were being filled in, and a lot of people were stepping up to those positions, and so that's exciting.
Coach, looking at this week and getting ready for Rockland on Friday, we actually already had some basketball action earlier this week in Preston for a jamboree. Coach, what positives did you see from the team early on in that jamboree in this early basketball goings?
I was really excited about our play last night. It was nice to get those unsure game jitters out. We ran through lots of different things that we might be faced with, and we were able to overcome a lot of those things, make adjustments quickly in the games last night, and we had really positive outcomes with those. So I'm hoping that we just start off our season with that momentum we built last night in the jamboree, and we're able to adjust. The one thing that we're pretty gelled as a team, but we've got to refine it a little bit with some of the younger players coming up to fill positions. And then hopefully we can learn to play with confidence as we are ahead and not play panicked like we might be behind. That we'll be able to hold on to our leads.
You kind of got ahead of me already on that question. I was going to you read my mind. No, it's perfect. I like it when coaches can read my mind. Would you say that maybe perhaps instilling that confidence, keeping that level head was maybe hopefully one of the big takeaways that you try to instill early on in this season after we got done with the Jamboree in Preston?
Yes, for sure. It's getting that confidence behind, like, oh yeah, we do know what we're doing on the court, and things were coming into play for us. We didn't have to make a lot of adjustments, and then we started getting nervous when they made a few baskets on us and thinking, oh no, we're losing our lead. And so just maintaining that confidence and not ever letting up on defense.
Coach, one last question from me. We're excited to talk to you throughout the entire year for our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. But looking back at last year again, the girls had lots of meetings with a lot of district opponents, including Aberdeen, especially near the end of the year where the Tigers seemed to get the best of the Pirates a couple times. What can you do as a coach, and what's needed collectively from the team in order to make that next step and start winning those really competitive games like you had against the Tigers?
Yeah, we had a battle last year, and we just weren't able to finish with some of our tough ones where I still believe we could have done it. But hopefully this year we can let that game used to winning. And so I hope they can keep that confidence behind them and expect to win each night.
Coach, we're excited to cover an awesome basketball team. We're excited to be here with you. Is there anything else that you want to touch up on before we get ready for the game against the Bulldogs in Rockland on Friday?
No, I'm just really excited for this season. We don't have the largest of numbers, but we are going to figure it out, and we're just hoping for a successful season. So.
Well, Coach, best of luck to a successful season. We'll be there the entire way to cover these girls and this season to look back on with accomplishment. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
That was my interview with head coach Bridget Garner as we get ready for this matchup between the Rockland Bulldogs and the Westside Pirates. We'll take a quick break and come back to you with our outstanding student interview right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
We welcome you into our Outstanding Student of the Week. Prior to the game against the Rockland Bulldogs, it is girls basketball time. The season has started, and I am joined with point guard Letty Phillips. Letty, first of all, how does it feel getting basketball started and ready to go? How do you feel?
It feels really good. I love basketball, and just being back with my team and getting ready to play again is always fun.
It is really fun, and now we get to cover the girls team. We get to travel with them all on mylocalradio.com. Letty, tell me a little bit about what basketball was last year and how do you guys feel coming into this year?
So basketball last year, we started off a little rocky, but we built up and we were really strong at the end of the season, and we just really want to keep that and carry it into this season. We lost a couple of our strong players, but we have new ones coming up, which is always good.
Underclassmen, all these people coming up. What are you most excited about? Do you like the bus rides? Do you like hanging out at the games? Or do you just like balling, Letty? What do you like to do?
Yeah, I just really like going to practice, being with my team, having fun. Everybody really, it's just a team, and we get along with our coaches, we get along with each other, and we just love playing.
Awesome. What is it like being coached by Coach Checkitz? What is she like, and what is it like playing basketball underneath her?
It's amazing. I love her, and all the girls love her. So she was our JV coach before, and she's been my coach. I've always played JV with her, and then she was our varsity coach, and I played varsity with her. She just inspires everybody and helps us all get along and really pushes us to be better and play better.
Awesome. That's a coach that you would love to have, right? Letty, where did this love or where did your basketball love come from? Has it always been a basketball thing in your heart, or has there been other sports that kind of have taken precedence? How's that been?
It's just always been basketball for me. I started playing when I was really little, and my love's only grown for it. Yeah.
That's okay. Hey, we can edit all of this stuff out if we need to. Letty, with it being basketball, was there ever a player or a team growing up that instilled in you that love for basketball?
Well, when I first started out, my dad was my coach, and all those girls I played with, we've all kind of went our separate ways, but it really just started there. And then as I went to Westside, I had a really good coach in middle school that helped us grow and be better. And then Bridget just came, and that only made it even better. So
everything's stacking up great for Letty, obviously, is what she's saying. As we get ready for basketball season, we can take a look back retrospectively at cross country. Letty, how did you start with cross country, and why did you do it?
So I started doing cross country my junior year, and I wouldn't have done it unless Stacy Olsen wasn't the coach. She is just amazing. She's so nice, and she makes it fun. Running isn't very fun, but she just makes it amazing, and all the girls get along so well. We just love each other, and cross country is individual, but it really felt like a team doing cross country. So
great sports happening. Obviously, when we talk a little bit about Westside, athletics is a thing that we talk about a ton, but we also love to learn what's going on in the classroom. Has there been any dances or fun activities you've done in the school year so far that has really intrigued you, that you've had, a party with?
Yeah, we had homecoming, which is always so much fun, especially when we had that huge win. And then we had our girls' choice a little bit ago, which we got to dress up, and it was just amazing. And we got to do it with Preston, so there was tons of people, and yeah, it was just a party.
Letty, we move into winter and then spring and all sorts of good stuff like that. Obviously, more parties and more dances coming up. But talk to me a little bit about your favorite classes. What have you enjoyed doing so far? Maybe it's the teacher, maybe it's the subject. What have you enjoyed so much?
So my favorite class by far is working in the preschool. I have doing like an education internship, and it is my favorite part of the day. I want to go to college for elementary ed, so having these classes provided to me is just great, and I love working with the little kids.
Do you feel like you get real-world experience working with these kids? Are they real with you?
Oh, yeah. They're crazy. So many things happen every day, and you just have to laugh and let it go because they're like 4 or 5, and it's great.
That's exciting. Letty, when you want to pursue education and stuff like that, is there a place that you hope to go to, or, are you open to recruitment any other place? Where are you hoping to go?
So I think I really want to go to the University of Montana. I went there a little bit ago, and it's just so beautiful, and that's my heart set on it.
Perfect. Letty's set on the University of Montana. We'll see what happens as she moves along. Maybe perhaps a basketball scholarship somewhere else. Letty, thanks so much for joining us. Is there anything else that you want to touch up on before we get ready for the game against the Bulldogs?
Nope. Just come out and support us this year.
Come out and support the Lady Pirates out in Rockland. We're going to go ahead and step aside and send it right back into the booth. That was my interview with Letty Phillips as we get ready for tip-off just moments away. We'll go ahead and take a quick break once again and come back to you with the action on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in Northern
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Great rendition of our national anthem given by the Rockland Pep Band as we get ready just moments before tip-off. It is time to talk a little bit about our starting lineups today, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. Julia Jensen getting the start today. Aubrey Barzee. Lainey Beckstead. Letty Phillips, and number 12, the senior. And Natalie Lemon. Let's go ahead and give our starting lineups here on mylocalradio.com and provided by Webb Funeral Home.
It's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for the Westside Pirates. The starting lineup is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Harley Nielsen, sophomore, Weston, Idaho. Tommy Henderson, junior, Dayton, Idaho.
Letty Phillips, senior, Downey, Idaho. Natalie Lemon, senior, Weston, Idaho.
Aubrey Barzee, junior, Clifton, Idaho.
Julia Jensen, senior, Malad, Idaho.
Lainey Jane Beckstead, senior, Clifton, Idaho.
To find out how Webb Funeral Home can be of service to you in your time of need, call 208-852-0533 or check out their website at webbmortuary.com.
We welcome you back here into our live camera coverage. It is now time for Westside Lady Pirate basketball. Your starters today for the Rockland Lady Bulldogs: Addie Wilson, Taylor Boyer, Heather Liberton, Taylor Wilson, and Chloe Tompkins out on the floor for the Bulldogs. Here comes the tip-off. Natalie Lemon in the circle. She'll tip it backwards, and it is won by Beckstead in the backcourt. Up to the front, and we get things started and underway with Phillips out to the left side for Barzee. Back up to the top. Pump fake inside. Barzee takes a three from the wing, and that one is good. Starting off things, a three-pointer by Barzee, and the Pirates out on top of Rockland early on in this first quarter. Ball stolen away by the Pirates, and across the timeline goes Phillips on the right side wing. This is Jensen driving baseline with the right hand, loses the ball but gives it to Lemon, kicking it back out to the top. Long three, and that is close. Foot on the line. Phillips gets the long two from straight away after the feed from inside out from Lemon. Here's some pressure, inside feed, stolen away on the right side block from Lemon, feeding it up the court for Barzee, who has to track it down in the far corner. Crossover, back up to the top. Beckstead back to Barzy, pump fakes, loses her bounce and kicks it back around the horn. Lemon squeezing underneath the double team right side. Jensen in between a couple different Bulldog players off the side of the backboard, gets it up and away, assist down the baseline, and that's another 2 points for Aubrey Barzy. A quick 7-0 lead for the Pirates, and a quick timeout taken by Vern Nilsson. We'll go ahead and take it as well and come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth. The Bulldogs will take it from their own backcourt across the timeline. A little bit of pressure from the Pirates, but they squeeze it down and in. Right side block, ball up in the air, deflected, stolen away by Lemon. Overhead pass to Barzy, one-on-one matchup. She pulls it back out into the middle feed. Lemon touches it last, I think, and it goes screaming out the baseline. It will stay with the Pirates, working from left to right on your radio dial. Pirates today working with their maroon tops and bottoms, black and white accents. Inside feed to Lemon, who has to kick it back out, grab her balance, gives it up for Phillips back up to the top of the key. Phillips left side feed for Barzy, couple steps inside, floater, no good off the front of the rim, ripped down off the boards by number 24, Autumn Farr. Right side feed, and this is the Bulldogs splitting the double team up and underneath, good by Taylor Boyer. She gets the Bulldogs on the board with the 2-pointer, 7-2 on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. 5:55 left in the first quarter, brought to you by Northern Title and West Side. Trying to trade that haymaker for something else. Far side, 3-ball, thought about by Beckstead, feeding it back up at the top. Beckstead once again guarded by the interior defense of Rockland. Jump ball after the tie-up. Julia Jensen goes 1v1 with Taylor Boyer on the left side block outside the lane, and that is a jump ball back to the Bulldogs. Inside feed and inbound to Addie Wilson, the 5'5 senior, high up into the air. Another tipped ball and a wrestle out onto the floor on the right wing. Throwing it backwards is the Bulldogs, who gets it just on top of the half-court line, and stepping over is number 10, Boyer, who gets called for the backcourt violation. Pirates lead 7-2 with 5:26 left in the first quarter. We're getting back into basketball shape, everybody, including myself, at least basketball verbiage. Jensen, right side wing, thought about it, inside feed to the right elbow. Collapsing down on top of it is the Bulldogs. Jensen has to keep off far from her backside, rather Wilson, and it goes out of bounds after last being touched by the Bulldogs. Good defense by the Lady Bulldogs. Interior sideline inbound play up to the top for Barzy, around the horn to the left side. Phillips, right-hand dribble up to the top. Fakes it inside, back to the far side. Barzy, one dribble hop up to the top. Long three by Jensen, rims out, no good. Offensive rebound by Lemon, back to the basket, spinning, falling away, up and in, down the left baseline, and Natalie Lemon gets on the board, and the Pirates go up 9-2 over the Bulldogs. Here come the Bulldogs on the left side of the court, inside feed. Another stolen pass by Westside across midcourt. Barzy, 1v2, kicking it back out to Phillips, who goes up and around the left elbow. Left side feed, Barzy down the baseline. That's back rim high up in the air, touched by the Bulldogs. Stays with the Pirates, going out and underneath the basket. 9-2 for the West Side Pirates. Inbound play to Lemon, far side up and around to the top for Barzy. Phillips pumps down the right line, trying to feed to Beckstead, and Beckstead gets called with the reach-in foul after having that ball stolen away by Addie Wilson, her first foul of the night. Beckstead carrying over from volleyball. We both get to see Beckstead, Croft, and Lemon back from volleyball, and doubling back, Wilson crosses the timeline Goes into the wall of the defense of the Pirates and then steps back over. Another backcourt violation for the Bulldogs. Into the game, checking in, number 4, Tommy Henderson. Feed up to the top of the elbow, Lemon working up and around, gets behind a defender, squeezing into the lane, up with the right hand, and good. 11-2. Lemon gets 4 points early on in this first quarter. And losing control again across the timeline. Westside pressuring the Bulldogs as soon as they cross into their own offensive set. Addie Wilson losing the ball once again. Westside again on offense, feeding inwards. Beckstead has it go behind her left side wing. Trapped up in the corner. Lost her dribble, looking for somebody to bail her out. That's Phillips at the top. Tries to go to Lemon. And Lemon has that one tipped away into the back court. Tries to go in, stolen by Wilson. Right hand layup too strong. The follow-up by Wilson. So we got Addie and Taylor, and that makes it difficult for me. The two combined can't get the layup to go, and it goes out of bounds. Westside takes it once again. 11-2, 3:32 left in the first quarter. Brought to you by Northern Title. Trusted name in the tri-state area. Barzy just inside the left wing. Short off the front of the rim, and an offensive rebound, not quite there. Rather a foul on Lemon, her first one of the quarter. 2 fouls against the Pirates going up for that rebound. Ball will stay with the Bulldogs. There to inbound for the Lady Bulldogs is Boyer. Giving it in to Addie Wilson, taking over the point guard position past the half-court trap press. Inside feed, finding the right side block, up and using her height, number 24, Autumn Farr, the 6-foot sophomore. And I'm sure that's something you love to see if you are the Lady Bulldogs and the fans of Rockland, seeing a 6-foot sophomore get some points out onto the board early on in this one. West side open on the left side wing. Baseline 3 by Henderson, just a tad too long, taken by Wilson. She's going the length of the court, pit-pocketed from behind by Aubrey Barzy. She's going the other way. Left hand layup, kicking it out the baseline. Beckstead from 15 feet. One bounce off the iron, no good. Defensive rebound for the Bulldogs. 2v1. Wilson feeding right side for Boyer. High off the glass. That one hangs up there. Can't get it. Beckstead boxes out the 6-foot sophomore, Autumn Farr, and Farr got caught with the over-the-back call and a foul. Westside will take it up from underneath their own basket. Phillips now easily, lazily dribbles across half court once again. Right-hand dribble surveying the defense. You're seeing a little bit of a trap look here from Rockland. Near side baseline is Barzy. One dribble hop up to the top for Phillips, who squeezes past the first defender and goes right in between the legs of Lemon, finding her on the near side block and out of bounds. Just in that area where she can't quite pick it up. A turnover again for the Pirates. They're up 11-4 with 2:06 left in the first quarter. Wilson, jump pass inside. Good movement by the Bulldogs. Finding on the left block, Autumn Farr with the right hand across the lane and kisses it off the glass and in. Cutting the lead back down now to 5. West side, left side wing, Barzy thinks about it, gives it back into the top for Phillips. Again, left side. Dribble hop up to the top. Phillips into Lemon, collapsed in on Henderson just inside the arc, and that's good on the right side. Getting 2 points the hard way is Henderson. 13-6 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North Store scoreboard. Another steal from West Side, and careening in is Taylor Boyer, the 5'7" senior, who goes over the top of Beckstead again. I guess it's just a thing to do. Beckstead's had 2 calls on the opposing team as she's kind of gotten position. 1:22 left in the first quarter and a quick official timeout. Out on the far side block defensively, Autumn Farr takes a second to tie her shoes. That freezes the clock here with 1:20. Henderson looking for somebody on the inbound. Barzy gets past one defender, drives left inside the lane. Down the baseline is Beckstead, who gives it up to Henderson. Soft touch, just inside floater, up and good. 15-6, West Side. Wilson again with the point guard duties, left side wing. Liberton up for Wilson again. High above her head with the hand, and the single hand high up above. Cross-court pass, far side, left alone for three. It's good by Boyer. Trading threes for twos right now, 15-9. Westside still out in front. Phillips pumps inside, goes left. Barzy feeds it right back to her. One hop, left side again. Driving baseline, all alone, too hard. Airballs that one, and it's touched by Rockland and out of bounds. Had too good of a looks, thought somebody was going to come in to contest the shot. Substitution as out comes Barzy, in comes Nielsen. Inbound stolen right at the free throw line, up and across. Wilson out to the feed, right side. Boyer gets caught underneath her own basket, and she stepped on the line. Nope, foul coming up. Misread the call. It's going to be a hold on Beckstead, her second of the night, both in the first quarter. Far side. Wilson gets it, drives on Henderson. Far side feed up to Boyer for three, and she's back to back. Up and in. 15-12, a three-point lead being nursed by the Pirates. Inside feed at the block. Lemon dribbles off of her foot, taken by Nielsen, who takes the long two on the right side. No good. Wilson all alone on the fast break. She goes up and too hard. Phillips caught her from behind. She gets an extra shot at free throws to cut it within one if she's perfect. Addie Wilson, the point guard, starter for the Lady Bulldogs, up to the free throw line for the first time tonight. First shot, a little bit too hard off the back iron, shoots off to the left, no good. Clock reads 3.2 left in the first quarter here in Rockland. Nielsen's gonna come out. Jensen has come into the ball game to relieve her with 3.2 seconds left. Here's the second free throw, again long and hard. Falling down to the floor after the offensive rebound. Far, no good. Try to get it back to her backcourt, and it falls on deft hands, and the clock will run out. After the end of one, Westside leads 15-12 over the Bulldogs. We'll get ready for the second quarter right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Level 10 Life provides skilled, one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
We welcome you back here to Rockland High School. Welcome to the Dog Pound. As we get ready for the second quarter against the Lady Bulldogs, Westside with a 3-point lead, 15-12 after the end of one. Our current score leaders, Aubrey Barzy, Letty Phillips, and Natalie Lemon leads the way for the Westside Pirates. On the other side, Wilson and company trying to bring it back closer to the side of the Bulldogs in this one. Beckstead across the half circle, up to the top for Phillips for three, just a tad too far. High rebound and a little bit of a scrum right on the left block. Falling back on top of it and sitting on it like an egg is Jensen. And I don't think she's gonna get it. It's a jump ball, it will go back to the Bulldogs. Henderson's gonna come out. Quick substitution immediately after the break. 30 seconds tick by in this second quarter. Wilson, crossover right to the right side of the court, feeding to her teammate, number 14, Heather Liberton. Another inside feed, this time off of a Westside defender going cross court from right to left block. Tipped and out of bounds underneath the basket. Inbound play coming in for the Lady Bulldogs. Wilson will take it. This is Taylor Wilson, the senior, giving it up for her counterpart Wilson. That one shot up and short. Good defense by Addie Wilson, who trapped Letty Phillips in her own back left corner, and it dribbled off of her foot and out of bounds. Possession retained by the Lady Bulldogs, who will take it on the sideline. Looking for her point guard. Liberton goes up for Wilson. Phillips tries to take it back from Wilson, giving the 101. Driving into the lane, losing her balance, spinning around like a ballerina and not catching anything but air was Wilson as it goes careening off the left side. West Side will take it once again. Up 15-12. No score yet in this second quarter. Phillips across the Rockland Bulldog. Working from left to right. Driving in Jensen. Up to the top for Phillips again. Around the horn. Counterclockwise. Driving in was Beckstead. She left it short. Stolen away by West Side after the quick defensive rebound. Into Jensen underneath the basket. Barzy, right block. Fading away. Off the front. No good. Chloe Tompkins. Giving up to Wilson on the left side. She goes right into the teeth of the defense. Finds her teammate, Heather Liberton. High off the glass, does not go in, but she was fouled. She'll head to the free throw line for a chance for two. 6:34 and a 3-point lead for West Side. Let's see what these free throws will do by the senior Liberton. First shot up and just a tad too far. Shoots high back up in the air, right back into the middle of the lane after the one-hop bounce. No good, 0 for 1. Second attempt. This time it will roll around and in. 13-15. 15-13 rather, I should say. West Side out on top. Phillips trying to get that offense going that was so good at the beginning of the first quarter. Barzy drives inside to the left, tried to kick it back out for Jensen, who was sitting in that corner pocket. Can't get it there. It's tipped and out of bounds. Inbound play, quick and in. Barzy on the left wing, spinning around, gets past a couple defenders, dancing on the rim. Lemon comes in with the offensive rebound and the putback, and good. 6 points for Natalie Lemon. West Side leads 17-13. Addie Wilson across the logo, dribbling with her right hand against Phillips. Bounce pass inwards for Boyer, who's caught outside the arc, and another foul by West Side, who's getting a little bit handsy there out on the far side wing. This time it's on Barzy, her first one by my count, but not a great statistician. One hop bounce inside feed, and a chest pass from left block, or rather left elbow to the left block off the fingertips of Autumn Farr and out of bounds. West Side retains the inbound underneath their own basket. Barzy will get the inbound and give it right back to Phillips. Glances a look and a exchange of smiles with the referee driving down the lane with her. Barzy steps inside to Lemon, and a quick foul. Rockland comes on over the top. It's going to be on Addie Wilson, riding the hip of Natalie Lemon as she tried to drive into the lane. Near side block feed. Lemon tries to go up, and it's stolen away by Wilson. She's going all the way up with the right hand, kisses it off the glass, and good. 17-15. And a timeout taken by Coach Garner. We'll go ahead and take it as well. Come back to you in just a second. Right here on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com. Here at the West Side School District, we proudly announce that through the generous efforts of donors around our wonderful community, we have raised over $2.2 million towards our new multi-purpose center building and classrooms on our campus. This state-of-the-art center is dedicated to the advancement of learning and will serve our community as a center for elementary classrooms, a recreational multi-purpose center, lunchroom, as well as a theater of the arts for our youth. With your help, we can raise the final $250,000 needed to complete this project. Donate online at westside202.com, or feel free to stop by and donate in person in the West Side School District front office. They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Continuation of the action, and the Bulldogs get called for another reach-in foul. Up at the top is Bar Z. 2-3 zone look from the Bulldogs. Jensen left alone on the near side wing, and she splashes it home. Left all alone. She says, I'll do it myself, and that puts the Pirates up 20-15 on the big three-point attempt by Julia Jensen. Up at the very top, trying to set up the offense, Addie Wilson has it pit-pocketed, punched out of bounds. Letty Phillips got her hands in the cookie jar, and that will stay with the Bulldogs. Far side inbound coming up. Taking it is Taylor Wilson, the 5'11 senior. High above her head. Inside, over the top, left side wing and a handoff. Bar Z and Addie Wilson get caught up in the little tug of war for the basketball right on the left side of the circle. And jump ball will stay with the Pirates. 2015 for the ladies from Dayton. Here up 5 with 4:45 left in the second quarter before halftime. Great passing by West Side, working it at the right side wing. Jensen, couple hops inside, cross-court pass. Barzy, left block, driving in, making some space, leaves it short. Ball kept up in the air. Barzy gets her own rebound, goes up with it. This one long, but she gets fouled on the back of her head, and she'll go to the free throw line. Not giving up on the play was Aubrey Barzy, who initially had a good, clean look, left it a little bit short, fought for her own rebound, and then put it back, earned a chance at the line. First free throw from the lefty. Rolling in and good. Hanging on the rim for the suspense that you want. 21-15. Second attempt. Barzy leaves it, nicks the back of the rim and goes in. 22-15 for the Pirates. Addie Wilson, crossover right side with a right-hand dribble, looking out to the right side wing. Gets a imaginary screen, feeding inside to Farr. Caught up in the lane, and she traveled. No. First and foremost, jump ball, and it will stay with the Bulldogs as Letty Phillips got an arm in there. Parallel to the right side of the key. Far side inbound coming up into Farr, around the horn up to the top for Wilson. Corner pocket three on the far side, good by Taylor Boyer. Designed play, especially for Boyer, who knocks it home. Looking good on that one for the Bulldogs. 22-18, 4 minutes left before halftime. Inside feed up for Lemon, squeezing up underneath and goes up with the foul. Kisses the front of the rim, but comes right back to her. Here comes Natalie Lemon now to the line. And I see that she carried over her volleyball shoes. Great stuff. First shot coming up. Front, back, and in. Natalie Lemon giving it a little bit of extra mojo from the free throw line, and she leaned back thinking that was going to be a little bit short. 23-18. Lemon, right side of the rim, out. Defensive rebound by Farr, and a quick whistle against the Pirates, who come in reaching against Farr. And with that foul, into the 1-and-1 go the Lady Bulldogs. Autumn Farr, the 6-foot sophomore, will go to the line with 3:51. 23-18 before halftime. First shot up and good. Gets a chance for another. Farr taking her time. Up with the right hand and rolls it around and good. 2 for 2. Autumn Farr goes. West side over and across the timeline, working from left to right. Phillips trying to get the offense started once again. Henderson, left block, Beckstead. Baseline, Lemon. Squeezing up and around, up and underneath. Left it short was Lemon. Good thought. Rebound by Farr. Here come the Bulldogs, down 3 with 3:30 left. Right side wing, pump fake, driving in, floater from Boyer, no good, over the top. Jump ball as Farr comes down. Beckstead thought that she might have had position. That jump ball will stay, no, rather it will go to the Pirates. In other basketball news, Utah State University men's basketball leads Bradley 45-32 at halftime. Inside the arc, Henderson off the right side of the glass. Putting it back is Barzee, and she misses that one long, but got hacked on the arm. She'll go to the line. Your score here from Rockland, West Side up 23-20 against the reigning state championship Lady Bulldogs in the 1A division. Barzee, too strong, off the back iron and out. Second opportunity, as both teams are now in the bonus 1-1. She goes 1 for 2, puts the West Side up 24-20. Addie Wilson going up against Letty Phillips. Crossover left, then right. Into the lane, one-on-one against Lemon. Lemon got a piece of it maybe, and Phillips comes careening in to stop any second chance points, but gives up another foul. And this is what we see maybe perhaps a little bit early on in the season. You know, a little bit of the hack-a-shack stuff going on. Back to the line, Addie Wilson, and bounces it twice, 3 times, and into the basket it goes. Back twice, right side of the rim once, and in. 24-21. Here comes Wilson again off the right side, long rebound, left alone. Good idea from Aubrey Barzee to shepherd that thing. And I guess Rockland bounced it off of Barzee before it came out of bounds. Inside feed, Wilson going one-on-one against Lemon. She puts her arms up there to contest. Far, contested by Lemon again, and she gets the rebound, tried to squeeze it out. And she got thrown out of bounds, another foul, as these two teams will trade fouls both back and forth here at the end of the second quarter. 2:52 left, and Natalie Lemon will go up to the free throw line. Having a free throw contest right now between these two teams. Getting a little handsy. Trying to strip the ball away, being quite aggressive. Number 31, Chloe Tompkins, is going to come in for the senior star, Taylor Boyer, who's been held fairly quiet, but's knocked down a few threes tonight. Natalie Lemon, a couple bounces off of the hardwood, gets into her stance, throws it up, back iron, no good. Offensive rebound by Henderson, out for Barzee, left side wing, 3, that one finds the bottom of the net. Up 27-21 now, Pirates trying to look for a stop. Addie Wilson getting back inside the half circle, crossover right, looks left, calling out the offense to the Rockland Bulldogs. Right side elbow, feed outside inside the arc, baseline, nothing but air. Offensive rebound by Rockland and a reset. Wilson looking, trying to go inside, stepping in was Lemon, and Lemon goes in, and we're gonna get called for another foul. Lemon gets another one, and that goes to send Taylor Wilson to the line. Front, back, board, and out of bounds, 0 for 1. Still 27-21 with 2:22 left before halftime. We'll hear from our sponsors and proud supporter of Westside Pirate Athletics, Level 10 Life, as Wilson goes 1 for 2. Puts the deficit 27-22. Phillips. Across the lane, left elbow, driving in. Barzee caught up in a wall. Up to the top is Henderson, resetting the offense once again. Illegal screen on Lainey Beckstead. As she was moving her feet and putting her arms out a little bit, she looked a little bit flustered on that call, but I think that was the right one. Possession will swap back over to the Bulldogs. Inbound from the near side, out right in front of their student section, and Addie Wilson dribbles with the left hand. Setting up at the top of the key, left side wing, down the baseline now, left side. Good passes by the Bulldogs, working up and around. Henderson hounding Wilson, cross-court pass to the far side in. Far, inside out. Driving in, floater, partially tipped, and a good block by Lemon. And Beckstead quite flustered with some of the calls that she's been getting today, and that's another one on her, and she's going to be in foul trouble early. Nielsen will come in for her after the free throw attempt. Up to the line, number 22, Taylor Wilson. And what seemed like a first and second quarter that we were screaming through. Time has slowed down exponentially in the last 3 minutes of the second quarter before halftime. First free throw up and good. Second one off the front of the rim, no good. Nielsen fights for it, and it's saved and stolen away by the Pirates across midcourt. This is Phillips, 2v1, looking for somebody off the glass, rolling around, no good. And it stays after the rebound and the battle underneath the basket for the Pirates. Here comes the inbound on the far side of the Bulldog basket. Letty Phillips has her entire squad huddled up at the left elbow. Near side baseline, Nielsen feeds it back for Phillips. Foul into the body of Addie Wilson. And to the line, Letty will go. And I believe by my count, we've had 8 fouls in the last minute and a half, 2 minutes. First shot up and good by Letty, bringing it 28-23 with 1:26. And we're going to be seeing quite a few players in foul trouble now. Addie Wilson with 3. Second free throw shoots off to the right, near side, no good. High up in the air, Wilson gets it over the top of Phillips. Feeding into far, has to pull it back out. Wilson left all alone, parallel down the lane, puts it in traffic. Partially deflected and put back. Taylor Wilson gets raked on the arm, and she'll go to the free throw line. .113 left. First shot, no good. Too hard and too far. Holly Croft comes in to relieve Natalie Lemon. As that was the third foul on Lemon of the night. High rebound, ball up for grabs. Letty Phillips comes in. And a jump ball that was quite quick on the whistle. Inbounds coming in for the Bulldogs on the near side of the west side basket. Looking for an open teammate up to the top. Liberton gives up for Addie Wilson on the right. Pump fakes, drives into the outside of the lane. Caught up in no man's land. Reset for the offense. Wilson calls out to her offense. Left side, Liberton. Cross-court pass to the far side. Back up to the top. Quick passes in succession by the defense, or rather the offense of the Bulldogs. Defensive rebound by West Side. Up and through, partially blocked. Henderson fading away, throwing it up for grabs. Nielsen fights for it. Henderson gets the feed from her on the right side, blocking in. Up to 30 points now, 30-23, 28 seconds left. Addie Wilson, far side feed for Tompkins. Inside, Phillips steals it out and away. Croft up for Jensen, who goes across the timeline, leading the secondary fast break. Phillips. Henderson back to Phillips up at the top. They want to bleed the clock out probably, and it's stolen away. No, back up in the air. Letty lets go of a 3. Croft with the offensive rebound. That bounces around, putting it back. Not in time. Not in time. Jensen made the basket, but the buzzer goes off before she can do it. Halftime score. Westside leads 30-23 over the Lady Bulldogs. We're going to go into our halftime show right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
We welcome you into our broadcast booth, into the halftime show. Westside leads 30-23 over the Rockland Bulldogs, the reigning state champions in 1A. I'm Cody Olsen, your voice of the Westside Pirates. As we take a look at these two teams, it's early basketball, and what we're seeing right now, quite frankly, we were blazing through the first and second quarter, speeding through. It felt like a 100-meter dash at points. Westside's offense seemed to really benefit from the open court fast break type of points that we were seeing. And then when things started to muddy down and slow, they held their own, although it was a lot cleaner basketball for both teams prior to the last 3 minutes before halftime. Both teams giving up 10 team fouls, going into the double bonus at points for both. And if you're the Westside Pirates or the Bulldogs, maybe perhaps you want to try and figure out what you can do to slow things down and try and get some good open looks. Everybody seems to have shots that were being contested or being sent to the free throw line. You're going to have to keep an eye out for Lainey Beckstead tonight, as she is in foul trouble early on in this one. A few Pirates in foul trouble. Natalie Lemon with 3 fouls. Beckstead, I believe, with 3 or 4 as we're trying to get our equipment up and running. We'd like to thank our sponsors at the Level 10 Life. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life Coach are here to help you achieve your next level in life. Go ahead and give them some contact at level10lifecoach.com. That's level10lifecoach.com. They're giving away a free 2-week detox program, fully guided, on their website and with their professionals today. Go ahead and find them at level10lifecoach.com. It allows you to really get away from some of the stuff that you feel like is bogging you down in life. I've partaken in their social media cleanses. and it's really definitely helped me out a ton. It doesn't have to be social media. It can be anything that perhaps you might be having a hard time pulling yourself away from. Free 2-week guided detox program on Level 10 Life right now. We're going to go ahead, take another quick break, come back to you for our adjustments, what these teams can do to get back up and ready, and our stats provided by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, here in Rockland at the Dog Pound. Reigning state champions down by 7 against the Westside Pirates. Back after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com. Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com. It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, we have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth, everybody, as we get ready for the second half between the Rockland Lady Bulldogs and the Westside Pirates. Our first half brought us a score of 30-23, Westside out on top as we get ready for our third quarter today, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. A great shout out and thank you to our sponsors, including Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Go ahead and find them online or go ahead and give them a call. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, here to help you achieve your insurance goals, rather to protect the things which matter most in a customized plan type of format. Out comes the Westside Pirates, and to start off, we're going to be seeing Henderson. I'll grab my little roster sheet here. We're going to be seeing Henderson, Phillips, Nielsen, Croft, and Jensen. A couple starters, Barzy, Lemon, and Beckstead sitting to start things off. A good feed from the outside in, leaving it short. Croft has it up. Follow through, fading away. Jensen with the right hand baby hook after the offensive rebound. 32-23. Wilson feeding inside, out, right side for Liberton. Liberton, cross-court pass to the far side, thought about it. Boyer driving in with the left hand, blocked by Nielsen. Liberton tries to get it up near the knees of her teammate, stolen away. Phillips goes in coast to coast, has it wedged inside the backboard and the rim, short. Long pass from Wilson in to Boyer from near side to far side underneath the basket and out of bounds, and a turnover here. Letty Phillips across midcourt, goes the right side for Nielsen, who flows in after the pass into the paint. Good offensive flow. Croft can't get it up as it was placed right in her grasp with the right hand. 1-2 switcheroo, and a good fast break point off of the steal for Boyer. 32-25 for the Pirates. Phillips looks in. Croft working the front elbows. Back up to the top for Phillips, right side Henderson. Pumps in. Phillips takes a couple dribbles. Setting up the offense once again. Left side Jensen, thought about the three, goes up to the top for Henderson. Left side wing, 2 bounces in, cross-court pass for Phillips. Corner three, Henderson has that one go off the front of the rim, gets her own rebound following the shot, up and kissed off the glass. Good stuff from Henderson. Another 2 points for her. – That's her 6th, I believe, of the night. And here come the Bulldogs. West side up 34-25, a 9-point lead. Far corner, Henderson comes up for Wilson. Again, poked away by Jensen. Good deflection and a steal from the Lady Pirates. Phillips, right side for Jensen again, stops. Straightaway three after the feed, off to the right, no good by Phillips. Followed through, fading away, right hand up and in, off the glass for Julia Jensen. 8 for her, and we have some unofficial stats, obviously, from me. Boyer, left side, 3 wing, and that no good. Bounces up high. Jensen gets the rebound. Up and underneath in the outlet to the far side, and across the middle is Letty Phillips, who slows it down. Out to Nielsen, following through. Good after the feed from Nielsen to Phillips. A designed offensive set as she goes out to the far corner. Nielsen gets the ball and feeds right back to her. She flows into the key and a timeout. We'll take it as well. Come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth. I am Cody Olsen, your voice of the Westside Lady Pirates. We get ready for winter basketball. Boys will start up later in the month, but now we get to see the girls taking on the Rockland Bulldogs. We have a special shout out to Hallie Wade and Hallie Taylor for running the camera for us today. Big thumbs up from the ladies who have stepped in for our regular camera crew today. They've been doing a great job. Here comes the Bulldogs. Up and across the court, giving in for Wilson, who goes across the timeline with the right hand, dribbles through, goes out to the left wing for Boyer. She looks inside, feeds it back up to the top of the key. Working around the horn, Liberton. Addie Wilson goes inside the arc, feeds it in for Farr, who's gets caught up in the trees, inside out, round the horn, baseline jumper, no good on the near side. Defensive rebound by Nielsen, up for Phillips. Feeds out to the far side, Henderson to Nielsen. Phillips, near side, Jensen for 3. That one, bottom of the net. Jensen, have yourself a night. West side breaks it open, 39-25 with 4:27 left in the third quarter. Jensen gets up into the double digits, 12 points for her. Inside feed and a little jumper by Farr, no good. Autumn Farr has just not been able to find the bottom of the net lately. And the offense for Westside looking good when you're not bogged down with all of those fouls that you just couldn't grab momentum with, really. Deflection out the near sideline after the fingers of Wilson. Poke that one out and away. Inside for Barzy, who's come into the ball game. Swinging it around her head up to the top again, Julia Jensen. Near side baseline, Barzy open over the top of the defense, driving into the key. Right hand, left it short. Croft gets the rebound, just left it short as well. Croft with a good offensive rebound and chance, couldn't put it up and in. 41-25 for West Side. Jensen gets the defensive rebound off the front of the rim, far corner three. No good. Barzy, near side wing, goes around the horn out to the far side. West Side's been good about checking it around. Jensen, heat check, left it short, gets her own offensive rebound, swings it back up into the air. Ball still up for grabs, rolling around into the key. Inside feed, Nielsen, good steal. And up the court they will go. Here's Addie Wilson all alone with the right hand, up and rolling around, good. Fast break points after the steal. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Barzy, crossover, and a quick whistle and a timeout taken by West Side. We might see some new personnel coming in. We'll see. Come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Near side sideline rebound. Henderson looking for Barzy at the very top of the key, who gives it right back to Henderson, driving into the paint across the court and into the key. Off the rim and no good. Defensive rebound by Rockland. It's tipped out and away by Nielsen of West Side. And here comes the inbound. Up for Addie Wilson now, the 5'5" point guard, who has some great handles, in my opinion. Good feed to the left side wing, way short by number 2, Alexa Pearman. Rebound by Julia Jensen, who goes across the timeline, far out and in. Good seal by Croft. Jensen whiffs on the little floater, and a good tie-up scrum for the jump ball underneath the basket will go to Rockland. Autumn Farr falls onto the basketball. She tried to wrestle that one away from Jensen and Henderson. She's rewarded with possession. 2:20 left in the third quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Boyer, who's been held pretty quiet today, gets the feed from the near side, going right at Holly Croft, who uses her height for the rebound. Good outlet pass to Barzy on the near side. Left side dribble. Left-hand dribble, rather, that is. Jensen for three after the feed. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Pearman. Goes to the near side outlet for Boyer. Going right up against Barzy. Down the paint, floater, no good. Taken by Nielsen. Henderson goes 1v3 and then pulls it back out on the left side wing. Inside feed, Barzy swinging around far. Gets the seal off on the left block with the left hand, up and good. 43-27 with 1:33 left in the third quarter. Good feed, and Croft gets her arms in there, swats away an attempt from Taylor Wilson. Julia Jensen here with the ball in her own half court now, setting up the offense. Right side perimeter wing, up to the top for Jensen. Pumps it, drives inwards. Henderson gets the kick out three, good. Rather not. An offensive rebound by Jensen off the front of the rim after the miss from Henderson. 45-27, and Jensen's been on fire. Floater from Boyer, teardrop from the right elbow, up and good. Aubrey Barzy. And we're gonna get a hockey lineup change on the next dead ball. Croft, cross court from left elbow inside, and that's gonna be a foul on the West Side defense after that ball stolen away by Taylor Wilson, who went streaking down the court. That foul probably saved some fast break points. New group as we see Beckstead, Lemon, and Phillips for the first time since halftime. 38 seconds left before the end of the third period. Right wing, high up in the air, into the corner, feeding in. Lemon steals it up and away with the left hand. Across half court, she's gonna go coast to coast, into the body and high. Left it long, no good. Ball tipped off of Aubrey Barzee, trying to fight for it. Addie Wilson takes the inbound, 20 seconds left. Cross the timeline, right side wing, up to the top for Wilson again. Goes into the teeth of the defense, finds her teammate, and that's partially blocked by Lemon. Corralled by the Bulldogs around the horn. Wilson goes into the teeth, Euro step, another block by Lemon, riding the backside of Henderson as she goes in, and it's gonna be a travel violation on Henderson. She took one too many steps, and they'll go into the end of the third quarter. West Side up 45-29 over the state champion reigning Rockland Bulldogs. We'll take a quick break, come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Welcome back to our fourth quarter into the broadcast booth. Westside leads 45-29. Julia Jensen leads all scores for this team. Barzee try to go inside from the right side wing, back up at the top for Jensen, who swings it around the defender at the top of the key. Down the baseline, underneath, caught up in some trouble. Lemon tries to bail out Letty Phillips, and a wrestling move right inside the key, won by the Bulldogs. Here comes Addie Wilson across the logo, into the paint, cross court, up with the right hand, too hard, too long. And Natalie Lemon gets whacked from behind. That's a foul on Taylor Wilson, I believe, coming up. Will remain with the Pirates as they will get the inbound underneath their own basket. Letty Phillips on the jog with the right hand dribble across the timeline. Fakes it right, goes inside, stolen away partially by Wilson, and it rolls off of her toe and into the west side bench on the far side line. Jensen looking and goes with the safe option on the inbound up to the top for Phillips. Back to Jensen right side. Bounce pass up to the top of the key. Jensen again, she looks good, looks for three. That rattles around, no good. Defensive rebound by Farr. Outlet here to Addie Wilson, who clears the lane. And Lainey Beckstead kind of grabbing her nose. She might have got elbowed there, and we've seen her a couple times in volleyball too. Have to, get some blood-stopping gauze up in her nose on occasion. Ref stops the play, and they inbound it again from the near sideline. Rockland on the left elbow, Farr, long legs, kicks it back out to the top for Wilson. Looking to penetrate, goes inside the left elbow, kicks out to the far side, can't do anything with it, was Pearman. Wilson trying to get somebody open. Near side corner, cross-court pass. Pearman into the key, partially blocked. Lemon gets it. Outlets out to Barzee, 1v1. Left-handed layup, rattles around, no good. Barzee comes back into play, gets the loose ball, left elbow. Lemon squeezing in, up and underneath, and that one's short. Farr got away from the defense of West Side and then threw it out of bounds out the baseline. She's been really stellar today. She's had a fantastic day, got some great rebounds, has been a presence defensively, but that time just not able to keep it in. Lemon just inside the arc, teardrop on the near corner. Yes, ma'am. 47-29 with 6:06 remaining. Lemon with the 2-point long jumper. 9 points for Lemon. Long pass into the far corner. Wilson up to the top for Addie Wilson. Near side kick out. Pearman on the wing. High above the head, feeding in. Wilson gets a little bit of a seal, and that's partially blocked. Tipped and goes out of bounds. Stays with Rockland as it goes off the fingers of Lemon, I believe, underneath the basket. Rockland offensively has been turned away quite a few times by the interior defense in the front court of the Pirates. And now you have added height in Holly Croft and Lemon diving into the middle, and the floater over top of Holly Croft is Wilson. That gets them up above the 30-point mark. 47-31 for the Pirates, 5:25 left in the fourth quarter. Far side baseline three, thought about by Lemon, around the horn. Julia Jensen feels it. Can't keep it in play as that may have grazed the front of the rim and goes careening out the back baseline out of bounds. Addie Wilson takes over the commanding point guard position across the timeline. She's been in almost all game. Boyer gets a 1-2 feed and the 1-2 punch from her teammate on the near side baseline inside to the key is Boyer. 47-33. Here is Barzee giving up for Jensen, who's taken a couple threes as of late and haven't been able to hit. Lemon fakes it inside, goes up and high to the near side. Jensen across the key. Battle at the top of the elbow. Basketball has become a bar of soap. And we're going to get a foul on the Pirates. Goes over to Rockland. Rockland trying to get some momentum late in this one with 4:33 left. Cross-court pass across the key, double teamed. Falling, almost out of bounds, gives it up for Wilson. Down the baseline again, tipped and up. Julia Jensen comes away with the steal. She goes it and gives it up for Letty Phillips with her right hand. Phillips pointing with her left finger, trying to get people into position. Phillips not in a rush, right elbow. Lemon puts it down onto the floor once, tries to kick it out, it's stolen away. Here's Taylor Wilson trying to give it up, and Lemon comes into the lane and steals it. Good read. 3-on-2 fast break. Barzee into the paint, shuffles, kicks it out for Nielsen, who gives it up. Letty Phillips straight away three. Yes. Up and good. 50 burger for the Lady Pirates in their opening game against Rockland. Good offense so far. Right side wing, back up to the top for Wilson with the left-hand dribble, driving into the paint, kicking out, partially tipped, rolling around on the ground. Boyer now comes up with it in the far corner. Sandwiched, Lemon steals it up and away. Here comes the Pirates across half court. Gives it to Jensen across the key from left to right. Jensen caught up in a pickle, and we're gonna get a quick timeout by Coach Gardner to try and bail out Jensen with 3:14 left. Pirates lead 50-33 with a few minutes remaining left in the ball game. We'll go ahead and take it. Come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
We welcome you into our Papa Jay's Jerky and Deli Fourth quarter. Papa J's Jerky, world-class jerky, small town USA. If you haven't been to Papa J's in Clifton, Idaho, then you haven't lived life. Yes, you heard it here first. You gotta go get some good stuff out in Clifton, Idaho with Papa J's. We're gonna come back to you for more action inside from the near side inbound. Letty Phillips. Right side wing, back up to Phillips again. Here comes the left side wing. Barzy fading inwards with the left-handed shot, no good. Partially touched, and we'll stay with west side. Inbound from Henderson up to the top for Lemon, squeezing around. Henderson to Phillips, tries to penetrate and goes back out on the right side wing. Phillips okay with just kind of keeping it cool, keeping it collected, no rush as they're up 50-33 under 2.5 minutes now left in the fourth quarter. Lemon on the left elbow, and she gets caught with a hook, just kind of wrapping her arms around her other opponent. Boyer, Lemon, get tangled up on the left side block. I don't want to jinx anything, but not a whole lot of fouls up until this point in the second half, but we are underneath that 3-minute mark where we might start to see stuff here. Lemon driving up and over, fading away, rolling around, would have been good, but is not if it had not been partially grazed in the block. Good partial block from the interior defense of the Bulldogs. Addie Wilson out of the far side for her teammate Pearman. Into the game also, Sydney Freeman, the sophomore. Just inside the arc on the right side. That one all alone, up and good. Heather Liberton, the senior, gets it up and in. 50-35. West side slowing things down, right side. Wing, Henderson. Back up to Henderson. She's going to take the three, and that one's long. Takes a one-hop bounce off of somebody's arm. Corralled by the Bulldogs. Wilson going coast to coast up with the right hand and good. Driving and penetrating right into the lane is Wilson, whom I've been impressed with all night long, being able to handle the point guard duties and really try and get her teammates open. She's been doing a great job today. Barzy to Henderson on the near side. Feeding in for Lemon, who gets collapsed in on kick out. Henderson took the shot, but it's going to be a foul before that shot even happens. Julia Jensen comes in for Henderson. And we're going to get an inbound on the near side of the basket offensively for West Side. Up and over the top for Letty Phillips from Jensen on the left block. They set up the three for Jensen, and that off the front of the rim. Collapsing in on the defensive rebound by Taylor Wilson. Here come the Bulldogs. 1 minute remaining left in the ball game. Wilson gets caught up, kicks it back out for Pearman. Addie inside the arc. Teardrop jumper from 16 feet out. That was good. And a timeout taken by the Bulldogs with 54 seconds. They've fought back to within 11. And now Westside trying to milk this clock and keep things out of the reach of their opponent. Quick timeout. We'll be back right after this on 105.5 Preston's Classic Hits 1340 AM. They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
We welcome you back into the ball game with 54 seconds remaining left before the end of regulation. West Side is up 50-39 over the Rockland Bulldogs. And Letty Phillips takes a stroll across midcourt, and it looks like the Bulldogs are going to sit back in that 2-3 zone and not pressure her West Side up 11. Beckstead into the ball game. Chest pass up at the top for Bar Z. Working to the near side and sat on by Julia Jensen, who goes up to the logo. Crossover, back inside, fakes it in and out to Letty Phillips to the left side wing. West Side's just going to kind of milk this clock out now from the outside in as they're up by 11. 15 seconds remaining. And West Side's going to come out of this one with a win against the state championship reigning Rockland Bulldogs. Jensen dribbled it off of her foot and put it into harm's way, but Rockland doesn't fall on top of it. Lemon gets that inside feed from Bar Z, and that is it. After 4 quarters, a 50-39 win by the Lady Pirates. Coming out here to Rockland, putting on a good show. The Bulldogs look good as well. They look like they're going to have a fantastic year in 1A. Special shout out to the wonderful ladies that did our camera work today. We're going to go ahead and come back to you for our post-game wrap-up brought to you by Ralph's Construction right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com. Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papaj's.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papaj's.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now stay tuned for the Ralph's Construction postgame show, coming up next.
We welcome you into the broadcast booth as we end things here. It's time for our post-game show today, provided by Ralph's Construction. Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. We'd like to go ahead and thank Ralph's Construction today for being our sponsor for our post-game show. Proud sponsor of Westside Pirate Athletics. Tonight, we saw the Westside Lady Pirates take on the reigning state championship the reigning state champion Rockland Bulldogs here in Rockland, and they come away with a 50-39 victory. Good offense and some good offensive prowess, good defense as well. Natalie Lemon is a force to be reckoned with in the paint. Julia Jensen had things going early on in the first half, knocking down some huge threes. Great hustle by this team. A lot of stuff that we can highlight, and we'll do so as part of our Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency post-game stats show. Our unofficial stats today reads Julia Jensen leads in all scores with 16 points. Natalie Lemon behind her with 8. Aubrey Barzee with 9. Henderson with 6. And Phillips doing a lot of stuff to feed her teammates today. Our player of the game is going to go to Julia Jensen offensively. Although not to be overlooked, Natalie Lemon looked stellar on the defensive side of the court. I am Cody Olsen, thanking you for joining us on mylocalradio.com. Our final score on the Logan North, on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard: West Side 50, Rockland 39. And the Pirates will start off with a W here to start the winter sports season. We'll be here all winter sports season to cover the West Side Pirates, both boys and girls in basketball. So let a friend know if they would be interested in watching this. Completely free and locally sponsored by proud businesses around the Franklin County area, including Ralph's Construction and Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Great people here to help you customize your insurance plans and get what you need most out of your insurance. We're going to go ahead and end it here. Thanks so much for joining us. As you'll hear from me tomorrow on terrestrial radio only on 105.5, 1340 AM. The West Side Pirate boys will take on the Bear Lake Bears on the gridiron in the semifinal matchup in Holt Arena. A chance to punch it back for a state championship, trying to go 4 years in a row for the West Side Pirates. Unprecedented on any classification in the state of Idaho. Thank you so very much. We'll catch you next time, and have a fantastic night, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, go Pirates. The proceedings have been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used without written consent from Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this production of Westside Pirate Athletics on mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Pirates!